the ancient workshop sharpening method that keeps blades sharp for months. Before we dive in, make sure you're subscribed to Warfield Prepper Chronicles and hit that like button so we can keep bringing you these forgotten techniques that still outperform modern tools. Now, let's get straight to the point, because this method is one of the most reliable edge-holding systems ever developed, and it comes straight out of ancient metalworking shops across Mesopotamia, Persia, and early Europe. How ancient craftsmen prepared their whetstone to create a longer-lasting edge. Most modern sharpening focuses on surface abrasion alone, but ancient workshops relied on a properly conditioned whetstone. They soaked their stones not in plain water, but in a thin slurry made from fine metal filings and stone dust collected from earlier sharpening sessions. This slurry acted as a controlled cutting compound, creating a micro-serrated but uniform edge that stayed sharp for months of daily work. To apply this today, save the residue from your sharpening sessions, mix it with water until it forms a thin paste, and let your stone sit in it for a few hours before sharpening. The stone becomes more consistent, bites more evenly, and your finished edge holds noticeably longer. Why ancient craftsmen used edge feathering strokes to lock in durability. Instead of ending with straight honing passes, ancient sharpeners finished their blades with what modern metallurgists would call feathering strokes. These are extremely light, alternating sweeps at a slightly steeper angle than the main sharpening angle. This technique lightly compresses and aligns the apex of the blade, reinforcing the microscopic teeth formed by the slurry. To use this today, sharpen normally, then raise your angle just a few degrees and perform 10 gentle strokes per side using only the blade's own weight. This final step prevents the edge from folding prematurely and significantly increases edge life. So, let's talk about how oil-burnished polishing gave ancient blades their month-long performance. Once the final edge was set, ancient bladesmiths would polish the bevel with just a tiny amount of natural oil, usually olive, tallow or fish oil, applied with a scrap of leather. Now, this wasn't really for shine, it was actually to seal the metal and reduce oxidation, which, as you probably know, weakens edges over time. You can easily replicate this yourself today by applying a drop of mineral oil onto a leather strop and giving the blade 6 to 8 slow passes. This simple finish, believe it or not, protects your work and slows microscopic corrosion, extending sharpness for weeks or even months, depending on use. Here's how you can apply this method in a modern homestead or survival setting. If you rely on knives for bushcraft, food prep, hunting or workshop work, this ancient system actually keeps you from constant resharpening. A chef's knife treated with the slurry-prepped stone holds its edge through several weeks of chopping. And a field knife sharpened with feathering strokes maintains a working edge even after processing multiple game animals. Even an everyday carry blade will stay sharper between tasks, without the need for daily touch-ups. These simple ancient workshop habits honestly make your blades last longer, cut cleaner, and demand less maintenance, all without any specialized gear. If you found this useful, go ahead and subscribe to Warfield Prepper Chronicles. Hit like and share this with someone who appreciates forgotten skills that still outperform modern shortcuts.